6 years ago, I started my YouTube channel and I had no idea what I was doing. So one day I said that I wanted to turn this into a career. I sat down, I applied a few basic tips that I'm going to explain in today's video, and that's really how I grew my channel to over 500,000 people watching and turning this from a passion to a career. And I'm confident if I was able to do it, you guys can do it. And a lot of these tips are so simple. And once I started to apply these tips to my own channel, I grew to 100,000 subscribers in a year. So I really think that they can help you guys out. And I hope you enjoy today's video all about my YouTube tips, how I think you can turn it from a passion to a career. And it really is a dream job. Not necessarily an easy one, but definitely a dream job. Now we are officially ready to start today's video. So hello everyone. I have everything written in my notebook. That's why I'm filming this video in my kitchen, because I just need space. I want to look up things on my phone as we're talking. I want to have my iced coffee because mom life. Very tired today. Yeah, I wrote down all the topics that you guys want me to go over. So I asked you guys on Instagram, what do you want to know about turning YouTube into a job and growing your YouTube channel and growing your audience? And so I took all of those and I created a list. So I have 7 tips for you guys, but the first 4, they're really gonna help you grow your channel. After I created this plan, I actually grew my channel from, I think I had 5,000 subscribers. I said, you know what? I sat down, I created a plan, and I grew from 5,000 subscribers all the way to 100,000 subscribers in a year. My channel really took off, and it was all from applying these tips that I'm gonna share with you. And I don't even hear people talk about some of these tips, so I really hope that they can help you. And let's get started. So the first tip that I have here that was super important, and it really changed my channel, and it helped create a direction, and it really helped people start to subscribe and watch my videos and this and that, is I created a mission statement. That might sound super simple, but the reason why that was so important to do is because YouTube is a lot like driving your car. There's so many different routes you can go, but we all know it's so much more efficient when you have directions and you know where you're going. So YouTube is just like that. If you are just posting and you have no real statement behind it, it's just gonna be a bunch of different things, a bunch of different directions. People aren't really gonna know what they're getting when they come to your channel. So for me, my mission statement is to bring value in every single video. So since I do focus on health and wellness, I want to bring you a health and wellness tip, or a new recipe, or a new hack to your morning routine. Even if it's a vlog where there's not a ton of tips, I hope that there's still some value that you're taking from it, whether it's to enjoy a morning routine, maybe get a laugh from me and my husband and my daughter, whatever the case may be. I just want to bring value to your life. And once I started doing that and making sure each and every video that you took something from it, that's when the direction of my channel started to change. That's when I started getting a target audience and sort of a niche. So you might have a channel where you do a lot of grocery hauls, and maybe your mission statement is to help people budget, or maybe you have a travel channel and your mission statement is making travel easy for people, showing them where to go. Once I created a mission statement, my videos started getting better because I would scratch videos that didn't bring value. So my overall, the core of my video is to bring you value. And if I was editing a video, for example, and I just it was just kind of I could tend to be hard on myself. There's that too, but there's some videos where I can look at it and not have an ego and just say, I have to scrap it. And when you do that, it hurts. When you scrap a video, videos take so long to produce, to edit, all of that. And when you decide this is unusable, sometimes it can hurt my soul, but I overall know the direction of my channel, which is to bring value, and if it doesn't do it, then it ain't it. My second tip, and you guys are actually seeing me do this one now, which is pretty cool, is you should outline before you film a video. So maybe if you're vlogging and you're out, like that's probably the only time that I don't create an outline, because it's sort of like spur of the moment and you're getting content when you're out, and it's sort of like serendipitous in a way. For the most part, if I'm filming a video, I have an outline. So things I want to do or things I want to show you. Like in one video, I was like, okay, don't forget to add the matcha latte recipe. You might add in like you just did a clothing haul, so you want to add that into the video. So just create like a rough outline. It's not like a script or anything like that, but it's just like all the points you want to go over for your video. It'll help your video, it'll make it more interesting, and when your videos are better and the quality is better, then people want to watch and they want to see what you have to say. So my third tip, there's a couple things I want to say before we actually get into this tip, and something that you have to know about being an entrepreneur, a content creator, running your own business, whatever the case may be. You have to have so much self-discipline. You're your own boss and you don't feel like waking up in the morning and you're like, nah, I'm gonna sleep in and take the day off. You could do that. There's no one that's like, hey, you have to do it. Like, nobody's gonna tell you to film a video. Nobody's gonna tell you to edit a video. It's all up to you. So you have to be pretty disciplined when you are a content creator, an entrepreneur, or just your own boss in general. So one thing that has really helped me is I created a schedule. So on one hand, that helps gaining an audience because they know what days you upload. So I upload every Wednesday and Sunday. So on one end, that's gonna help grow your channel because people just know when to tune in. But on the other end, it helps content creators stick to something, because how nice is it when you just know like, oh yeah, Sam's uploading on Sunday. I know to check, sometime on Sunday that there's gonna be a new video, or Wednesday. And then we all know how it feels too when you find a channel that you really like and you like all their videos and then they disappear for a month and you're like, hello? So I find that the schedule helps in two ways. It helps gain an audience and a loyal audience that knows when to check in. And also it helps the content creator stay disciplined. When I know a video needs to go up on Sunday, I'm working on it on Thursday. Or if a video needs to go up on Wednesday, I'm putting the finishing touches on it on Monday. So it keeps me on a schedule as well. And it's just like the old saying goes, like, you tune into a TV show when you know it's gonna be on. So like Real Housewives of Beverly Hills I'm watching right now, I know what day it's coming on, so I know when to tune in. If it just kind of was going up whenever, sometimes taking weeks off, sometimes coming back, taking a month off, coming back, I probably wouldn't watch that show. I just wouldn't know when it was on and I'd watch something else. And my last tip, as far as the first four that are really gonna help grow your channel, is time. So there's a few things I wanna say about time. The first thing is, after you take these tips that I'm mentioning in today's video, I think that you need to give yourself a time frame. So say, you know what, I want to implement a schedule, I want to implement a mission statement, I want to outline my videos, and I want to do this for a year before I say, oh, it doesn't work, or this or that. Give yourself a time frame. For me, I gave myself a year. I just said, okay, I know I was uploading random times. I was still in college when I started uploading my videos, so I would like upload and then stop and then upload. Once I decided to get serious about my schedule and writing down these tips, coming up with a mission statement, I gave myself a year. That gives you enough time to play around with different editing and different titles and different concepts and different videos. It gives you time, but also too, it's something you can measure, because you're like, okay, after a year, clearly this isn't working, or I need to switch something up, or maybe you're giving yourself 6 months, or whatever the case may be. I think give yourself a time frame. So my fifth tip is all about making money, brands, sponsorships, working with a manager, and all that. You guys really want to know about that. Okay, so here's the thing with making money on YouTube. It is multiple streams of income. There is not one way and one thing you rely on to make money on YouTube. It's multiple different streams. So I'm gonna go through some of them. I'm sure there's a ton more, but I'm just gonna go through some of the ones that I know, I use, and then ones that maybe I don't use, but I just know it's available. So the first is AdSense. So that's the money that YouTube and Google pays you, making videos and letting ads run on your videos. So just like the ads that play before the video or after the video, and you get a piece of that income. And for most YouTubers, it's the smallest part. It does not pay extremely well or anything like that. The second way YouTubers make money is with brands and sponsorships. And this is really one of my favorite ones because brands are now realizing the value of YouTubers, Instagrammers, content creators in general, and they're realizing that there are people already promoting their product on YouTube. It's such an organic collab. For example, when I worked with Pampers for my daughter, I had tagged them in an Instagram post and then they reached out to me and it was just like this organic post. And the same thing with Lululemon. I did a Lululemon haul and I remember then they reached out to me and they were like, we'd love to work together. And I just feel like there was just like growing up, especially in the 2000s and stuff, you would see celebrities like standing with a lipstick and they're like, yeah, this is the lipstick I use. And some of us would be like, but do they really? Whereas with content creators, it's cool because we're always showing products, right? Like in vlogs or this, or, you know, this cup I always use from World Market. It's like we're always showing things and it's cool when brands see their products in a video. It's just this organic fit. And people probably don't even know this, but YouTubers will turn down so many brand deals. I know I do. I have friends in the YouTube space that do as well. There are so many brand deals that will come in that I'm just like, no, it's just not a good fit on my channel. I don't really like the product or this or that. The choice is completely up to you if you want to work with somebody or if you don't. And all of the brands that I work with are like such easygoing brands. Like people have asked about like, what's the process with that? And they're not ones that give me a script or like, here you go, read this script. They're all like, no, like we want to work with you because we like your voice and your channel and what you have to say and your recipes. Like include our product however you see fit. Those are the brands I like to work with. Brands that are very like hands-on and want to like control you or this or that. Those are the brands I don't want to work with. That end, people will ask, well, how do you get the brand deals? And I do have a management. They reached out to me when I had about, I want to say 230,000 subscribers, or maybe I had 300,000 subscribers. They reached out to me and people have asked, do I pay them and this and that, or did I hire PR? Did I hire a manager? I've never done anything like that. For how it works is a management will bring you a brand deal and then the manager takes 20% after the work has been done. So they're only getting paid when you get paid. And I know some people that don't use a management. I know people that they do it all themselves. I am just so busy and uploading 2 videos a week and being a busy mom. It's just hard to do it all. So for me, I do like having a management that helps me with that. And I do think the 20% is worth it. Other ways you can make money on YouTube is merch. I know people that sell their merch on YouTube. Maybe you have a clothing line, maybe you have a makeup line, and maybe you have a jewelry line or something like that. Like you have your own business and then you just share it in your vlogs or you share it in your tutorials, and that's another way you can make money. So those are kind of like the 3 main ways that I think people make money on YouTube. My 6th tip is another thing that you guys wanted to know, and I guess this is sort of like the mindset of it all, and it's how to get past criticism. So criticism from maybe your friends and family watching your channel and making fun of you. I shared that like people used to make fun of me all the time in my personal life when I was starting my channel. And somebody else asked like, how do you deal with people telling you you don't have a real job and this and that? So we'll talk about it. So it's sad. I mean, it is sad when your friends or family or whatever, like they don't believe in you or they're making fun of you or this and that. But at the end of the day, you have to go back to your mission statement. What is it that you want to share? And just say, you know what? That outweighs the cons. My love for YouTube and wanting to share and feeling passionate about like waking up every day and like having something to say and like having something to share outweighs the people that are making fun of you, like 100% every single time. The second part to that is people saying it's not a real job. Well, they're right, it's not a real job. It's something totally new. It's not something you go to college for or go to school for. And it is like a new job. It's like something new, that it's a new form of entertainment. Like when you watch videos, you're getting entertained or you're learning something or whatever the case may be. So yeah, it is in a sense like something new. But I was listening to Mariana Hewitt on a podcast recently and she broke it down perfectly. So she has like a ton of like fashion inspo, and I follow her on Instagram for like fashion inspo and stuff. But she said it perfectly about influencers getting a bad name or it not being a real job. when you are a content creator, like a full-time content creator, she said it's basically running a small magazine. And she was so on point saying that, because it really is. You're the photographer, you're the writer, so coming up with your outline, you're the talent, you're the makeup artist, you're the editor, you're the filmer, you have your set, so your home is like your set design. And then on top of all of that, you're your agent, you're your manager, you're doing the work of like 10 people all in one person. So one person is doing the work of 10 people. Also keep in mind that anybody that tells you your job is easy or whatever you do is easy, well, it's easy to say something's easy when you didn't do it or when you've never done it. You know what I mean? Like, it's easy to look at the grass on the other side and say, it's greener over there. You know what I mean? Like, we've all done that. We've all been like, well, it must be easy or it must be. We've all done that. So don't let anybody saying that hurt your feelings or this or that. It's easy to say something's easy when someone's never done it. And my last tip number 7, is all about my camera I use, software, and all of that. So I'm gonna leave some videos down below where you can check out like camera reviews, and I would highly recommend that. When I was starting my channel and upgrading to a newer camera, I decided to watch so many different reviews, right? And like see what other people were using and this and that. That's what I would do. You have to put in some research, you know what I mean? Like, you can't just take what somebody says, what they use, because I've done that. I've gotten the Canon 70D. It's like this big camera, and like a lot of YouTubers use it. So difficult to use. I never knew if I was in focus. I got the fancy lens, and no one could really tell a difference with my videos in the quality for how expensive that camera it is and like how impossible it was to work. I actually just used my vlog camera, which is the Canon G7X. I'm just reading it off the thing. I think there's a newer one now, which when I break this one, because it always happens, not to put that out there, but I broke this camera several times and I bought it again. This is my 3rd one of the exact same camera. I find that natural light is the best. I think it makes you look the best. It doesn't accentuate different things, where the ring light, I know people say the ring light gives you like a smoothing effect and all of that, but for me, I just feel like it's so harsh. Like, it's bright, but not always a good bright. Like, it's like harsh. So I don't use a ring light. And I don't film videos at night other than vlog. So if I'm vlogging at night, it's okay that it's nighttime. You guys know it's a vlog or it's a night routine. I don't need like that super brightness. But if you have a full-time job and you're filming videos, can't use the daylight, then yes, you might need to get a ring light. So it's gonna depend on the person, but I don't use a ring light. And then for editing, I use Final Cut Pro. And that's what I think everybody should use. You could start with iMovie and learn that, but Final Cut Pro just has like more options and this and that. I think eventually you will want to get it, so I think it's cool to just like start out with it and start learning it and teaching yourself how to use it. YouTube has so many resources, how to teach yourself to edit. I taught myself to edit, nobody showed me. I just kind of played around with it. And then I would watch videos on how to do different things, but for the most part, I keep it pretty simple, so that helps too. I hope that this video brought you guys value. I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, if you have a YouTube channel, comment it down below, make some other YouTube friends, leave your name and everything. I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.